thing is that Michael is such a talented genius, and he's so much loved all over the world, I would think he would not have a problem at all.
What do you think then, let's make this question broader, what do you think then will be Michael Jackson's next step?
You know, I honestly don't know. I haven't had time to discuss it with him. I think he's got to slowly heal and rest, get his strength back, get his health back, spend time with his family, and then, you know, at the appropriate time, decide what the next step is. He's a very wonderful person. He's a very spiritual person. He will know what step to make.
Thomas Mesereau, we thank you for joining us on CNN. Thomas Mesereau, of course, the lead attorney on Michael Jackson's case. He was acquitted on all counts.
Thank you for having me.
Now, for more on the Jackson verdict, you can log on to the international edition of our website. You can find it at cnn.com/international. Still ahead on world spending plans. So the panel of 8 women and 4 men had deliberated the case for 7 days. The jury foreman told CNN the jurors were very troubled by Jackson's own admission that he allowed children to sleep in his bed. But jurors say in the end, prosecutors presented a case that did not hold up. Rusty Dornan has more.
We've been staring at you guys.
For several of the jurors, there was one witness who stood out in their minds, the accuser's mother. Foreman Paul Rodriguez says she just wasn't believable.
We just thought that she was not a credible person.
To you, was that one of the biggest factors in your mind raising reasonable doubt?
Well, actually, yes, it was. Yes, it was. When we listened to her and the way, there were just so many things that came up.
Rodriguez says the jury also had a hard time believing the boy who accused Michael Jackson of molestation.
We felt that he was pretty well programmed by his mother, you know, and we thought, not completely programmed, but there was a lot of things that he was saying that sounded exactly had his mother said.
For juror Raymond Haltman, there were lingering doubts about Jackson's behavior with children.
I can't believe that this man could sleep in the same bedroom for 365 straight days and not do something more than just watch television and eat popcorn. I mean, that doesn't make sense to me, but that doesn't make him guilty of the charges that were presented in this case.
The defense kept raising the issue of the timeline. Why would Michael Jackson molest the accuser when the whole world was pressuring him to answer questions about his relationship with the boy? Jurors wondered as well.
We took notes so well that we could develop the timeline on the boards and really analyze it. So it was a question. The timeline was a concern.
And while some may see Michael Jackson as kooky or strange, the one juror who watched him day in and day out in court, he seemed very human.
It's not like he's way up here and everybody else is down there. It's not like that. He'd be some person that you could walk up on the street. I could say, hey, what's up? You know, I mean, it made him real.
Princess is live. She's across the street. I'll drive you over.
The trial may be done, but it's not over for many of these jurors who are likely to be chased by media crews anxious for more interviews.
I'm going to hide in my room and not answer the door or the telephone.
And I'm going to go play bridge tonight and forget all about this.
Now just relax and be able to just like enjoy a glass of wine and just shut your mind down for a little while.
A wish that may be tough to fulfill, considering the spotlight that continues to shine on this case. Rusty Dornan, CNN, Santa Maria, California.
Lavish lifestyle have left Michael Jackson a little strapped for cash. So what's next for Michael Jackson? Ali Velshi has more.
The verdict's in. Beat it. Michael Jackson's biggest problem just disappeared. His second biggest problem may be on the way out, too. That problem is cash flow. And if he's smart, Jackson will dive head first into dealing with that crisis.
This guy's been cash-strapped for some time, but he's still asset-rich.
Those assets are music catalogs. One of them contains his tunes. He calls it, affectionately, My Jack. It's worth about $150 million. Another big asset, the Sony ATV catalog, which controls more than 200,000 songs, including Beatles and Elvis hits. It's worth about $1 billion, and Jackson owns half of it. We're already over $600 million, and those songs he owns, well, every time they play, Jackson gets paid. Recent estimates say he earns about $10 million a year from the catalogs. But he's got debts, too. Roughly $300 million in loans that are backed by those music catalogs and by his ranch. He's run up those loans with legal fees, upkeep at Neverland, and his notoriously lavish lifestyle. A conviction would have meant no new sources of income, but now Jackson is free to resurrect himself and to generate new money, if he can.
Let's not forget, this is an immensely talented guy, so he can still release new music. Will he ever be the king of pop again? I don't think we're going to see this guy earning